Hello friends, today we'll discuss sort function given in algorithm library in C++. So first is sort takes two argument iterators to initial and final positions, which are random access iterator, has to be random access iterator, okay, and it sorts in the range. This is the, let's say this is the first element pointed to first element, and this is the last. So it sorts in the range from first to last, excluding the last element. Let's suppose you have to sort an element. This is at ith position, this is at jth position, then v begin plus I, v begin plus j plus 1. Why plus 1? Because it doesn't include the last element of the sequence to be sorted. Okay. Let's say suppose if you want to sort a complete container, then you can directly give begin and end iterator. Let's suppose you have a primitive array, then similar to what we have done in vector, let's say I and j is the initial and final position, then array plus I, which gives the initial position location, and the array j plus 1 gives the final position. And the last element is won't be included in the sequence to be sorted. That's why this plus 1 is there. What's the time complexity of this sort function? It is n log n, big O of n log n, where n is the number of elements in the sequence to be sorted. The implementation is intro sort. Okay, and how it sorts? By default, it sorts in an ascending order, or you can give your own comparators. Or if there is some custom class there, let's say some custom class node, then either you have to define the less than operator or this operator overload this operator so that this sort can work. Or there is one more option which we will see in next slide. You can provide your custom comparator as a third argument. Let's see how can we do it. Suppose this is the class node and there are two variables a and b, and the comparison should be based, two nodes can be compare on the basis of their product of a and b. Okay, so how will you write a compare? Let's say this is the compare function. Okay, it will take two arguments, left and right, so it's like comparing two nodes. Okay, so one thing to be to remember, you should follow this convention, writing a const and this passing a reference. Why? Because if your object is very big, then it's better to pass a reference than a complete object in the argument const, so that no one can modify that object. Okay, and you can write for this node, you can write the comparison simple as left a into b and right a into b and compare them. Okay, for one more thing to remember, that this compare function should follow strict weak ordering. You can read more about strict weak ordering. For this case, you can say that here you cannot write equal to, because it won't follow the strict weak ordering. Okay, so if you write equals to, it will went to infinite loop. It will went to infinite loop in the case where a is equals to left and right are equal. Okay, thanks.